Hello, today I'm going to talk about ballet shoes and tap shoes for dance class. I'm going to talk about topics such as the importance of quality, the style of shoe to look for, how to get shoes ready for dance class, and other topics. The quality of the shoe is very important. Shoes sold at Academy, Target, and other similar locations are not true, proper dance shoes. They are fine for dressing up and for playtime, but they are not appropriate shoes for a proper dance class. You can see a big difference in the quality of the materials, the workmanship, the design of the shoe, and in the performance of the student. Poor quality of shoes do not fit as well, do not form as well to the student's foot, and do not show off the student's hard work. Ballet shoes for girls need to be pink leather, not canvas or neoprene. Ballet shoes for male students will need to be black leather. This is an example of a ballet shoe that is made with real leather. This is pink leather. This is the type of shoe that you will need. Some ballet shoes come with the elastic strap already attached. Some ballet shoes will come without the elastic attached and it will look like this. Make sure upon purchasing such a shoe that the elastic comes with the shoe. Bring the elastic to your child's first day of dance class and the instructor will attach the elastic where it needs to go. When the instructor attaches the elastic strap to your child's shoe, she will use safety pins to hold the elastic where it's supposed to go. However, it is not safe for a student to dance in shoes that have pins on them. So it is important to have the shoes sewn as quickly as possible. You yourself, a grandparent, may sew the shoes for your child, or the studio does provide sewing services. It's just $5 a pair of ballet shoes to be sewn, $5 a pair for tap shoes to be sewn. For older and more experienced students, it's important to have split sole shoes. This is an example of a full sole ballet slipper. It's a full sole that covers the heel to the toe area. This is an example of a split sole shoe where the leather bottom covers the heel and the toe area, leaving the middle part with the pink leather showing as opposed to the stiffer gray leather. This enables the shoe to be more flexible, as you can see here. This shoe bends a lot more easily than this shoe does. The split sole shoe molds more easily to the child's foot, showing off their strong point. This is what it looks like when a child points her foot inside of a ballet shoe that is full sole. It doesn't mold as much to the foot. It doesn't bend as easily. A child could be pointing her foot as hard as she can, but the shoe will not show off how hard she is pointing. This is what it looks like when a child is pointing her foot inside of a split sole ballet shoe. As you can see, the shoe is more flexible in the arch, allowing the student to show just how hard she is working on her point. All ballet shoes come with a drawstring around the foot. Right here, we have a drawstring in this casing, and the string comes out right here. The string currently is tucked in. Here you'll see the same shoe with the string not tucked in. The string is tied in a bow. This is an elastic cord. It is very important that the shoe not be too big for the child. If the shoe is too big for the child, then the cord has to be pulled tight. And when the cord is pulled too tight, it puts too much pressure on the Achilles tendon of the child, making it quite uncomfortable, digging into their skin and into their tendon. The drawstring is quite long. It is important that you not let the salesperson trim the string. We've had students in the past come from stores where they've trimmed the string way too short. They placed a knot right there at the edge and cut the strings right there at the edge of the knot. And what happens is the knot comes undone, the string pulls out, and then the shoe no longer has a string. This prevents the shoe from being altered to the child's foot, being able to pull it just a little bit tighter for a snugger fit. So make sure the salesperson does not knot and trim the string. Please allow the dance instructor to do so. On the first day of dance class, please have your child arrive at the studio with their ballet shoes, either tied in a knot, a single knot and a bow, or you can have the strings tucked inside their shoe. The instructor will then fit the string to the child's foot and will then knot the string and tape the strings inside so that the strings will not come out. This gives the shoe a much more professional look and is more efficient. If a child dances with long strings that are tied in a bow, the strings often come undone and then the child steps on the string, causing the string to snap and hurt their foot. This is one of the reasons why we tuck the strings inside the shoe with tape. Now I'm going to talk about tap shoes. For male students, their tap shoe will look very similar to this shoe. For female students, there are several styles of tap shoes. Here are some shoes that are acceptable for the younger dancer. This style of shoe has elastic already attached at the top, and there are holes on the sides. Often this style of shoe will be sold with ribbons. However, we do not use ribbons in dance class. We remove them. Sometimes with this style of shoe, the strap is too loose for the child. The shoe is a proper fit lengthwise. What the instructor will then do in that case is remove the elastic from the shoe and then put a loop of elastic through the holes at the edge of the tab, like so. The shoe has a loop of elastic through the holes. The instructor will provide the elastic and will safety pin it closed. Later on, the elastic will need to be sewn. This style of tap shoe has holes at the top, however no elastic. It is sold with a pair of ribbon. Other tap shoes have a Velcro or buckle attachment. This tap shoe has Velcro. There is a little buckle on the strap itself, but it's non-functional. This has Velcro attachment. Some of the tap shoes that have the Velcro closure will also have a bow at the end of the shoe. We do not use them in dance class, so all you have to do is flip the bow upward. This is a tap shoe that has the strap with the buckle closure. For the younger student, ages 3 through 5, a lesser quality of shoe is acceptable. Both of these shoes are Capezio brand, but this shoe is of lesser quality than this shoe. This shoe, as you can see, has a smaller, thinner tap and does not have a soundboard. A soundboard enables the sound to project more, to be louder. And this is very important when a child gets older and more advanced in their dancing. As you can see, side by side, this tap is thicker than this tap. You can see it with the toe tap, and you can see it with the heel tap. It's a much thicker tap, and it has a soundboard. In between the tap and the shoe, there is a soundboard enabling the sound to be louder. So this style of shoe is acceptable for ages 3 to 5, but for the student who is kindergarten up, we do really highly recommend that they get the better quality of shoe with the thicker taps and the soundboard. That is the sound of a shuffle with an inferior tap shoe. This is the sound of a shuffle with a better quality of shoe, with a thicker tap and a soundboard. It is very important that you not purchase tap shoes that are too big for your child's foot. Several reasons why. When a child is attempting to do a shuffle and the shoe is too big, the shoe will fly off the child's foot. If the student is doing a toe heel dance step in which they step with their toe and then place their heel down, if the shoe is too big, their heel will slide out of the shoe from the heel. If a shoe is too big for a child's foot, their foot may not be able to produce the sounds they need at the ball of the foot. So there are several reasons why a shoe should not be too big for a child. For writing the name inside the shoe, Sharpie markers are best. It is important to write both the first and last name in the shoes, as we do have multiple students with the same first name at our studio. Some dance shoes are dark on the inside, making it very difficult to find a way to write the child's name inside the shoe clearly. In these cases, we can use tape inside the shoe. The parent or the instructor can place a piece of tape inside of the shoe and then write their name on top of the piece of tape. Please don't let your dancer wear their ballet or tap shoes outside. It will ruin their shoes and it will affect the dance floor as well. This is an example of a tap shoe that has been worn outside. As you can see, the plastic bottom of the shoe is scuffed up. The taps have scratches on them. And not only does it affect the look of the shoe, but it roughens the tap, and then this scratches the dance floor.